I'm Christina from the Boss Cigars in Arroyo Grande, California, and I'm with Don Vicente Perez, and I've had the wonderful privilege of meeting him a couple years back when I was wanting to learn how to roll cigars. And what this, we're actually, you know, because I wanted to kind of give back to Vicente because he's been so wonderful to me, I wanted to kind of help get the story about him and his store out. And Don Vicente grew up in Cuba. He was born in Pinar del Rio region, and he actually came to the USA in 1974. And about 8 years ago, in 2008, he opened his own little factory here in Las Vegas, Nevada, which I'm sure you've all heard about. So he's brought this old artisanal craft along to a point where now you're going to expand. And that's kind of the fun part, because he's brought his godson Josh along, and Josh is very bright and ambitious and has some great ideas. So basically Vincente's been able to carry on his craft, and now that Josh has come along, which we'll be talking to Josh a little bit later, he's been able to kind of help you into the future. Anyway, so I guess what I want to hear from you on the older part, the artisanal craft, is I'd like to know how, you know, what you feel about it, and why you're pushing to carry on and go forward. What does that mean to you about preserving your craft?
It means to me a lot. My family been doing it so many years. Since I left my country in 1966, I left Cuba to Canada, and from Spain came here in '74 and keep the tradition of making cigars. So, not to make my parents happy, but to make me happy as my son, well, learning how to roll.
You have two sons that roll?
Yeah, 11-year-old and 9-year-old.
Oh my gosh. See, so you're carrying on that tradition. That's awesome.
So, we got 12 cigar makers.
Uh-huh.
And we need a lot of people to roll. We got the people.
Right.
Rosa is...
she's here every day.
Every day she's here, and she started with the Cohibas before she went to Great Cliff. For 10 years at Great Cliff before she left. She was supposed to go back to Cuba. So he talked into her not to go.
Okay, so you kept her here.
So I kept her here. So well, if there's anybody up there that wants to learn, I'm for it, because I don't want this craft to lose. It's one of the oldest craft, especially when they're made by hands.
Right.
It's not all the cigars say is 100% handmade. It just say cigars are handmade, but not 100% handmade.
Right.
When they're using machine or other stuff, when they say 100%, and it's me feel good that everybody wants to learn. I'm happy that you learn how to roll, and
it's exciting. I love it. Yeah. And
that's why first thing, you want to learn how to. I was happy when you started.
That's good. I don't know if Rosa was so happy, but no, she's a great teacher. She's got a lot of patience. But and so here you are in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, not only the people from the nation come here, but people from all over the world come here. So you've got I think you have like this little gem, you know, here in Las Vegas that a lot of people don't know about. And so that's one of the reasons I'm doing this video, is because I want people to know about you and your cigar shop and Rosa. But what I did want to say is thank you so much, Vicente, for letting me come and learn this craft. I love the fact that I'm actually learning, and one of the things Doc has always told me is keep learning the old way. Don't, and if they show you shortcuts, don't learn the old way. Learn the original Cuban style of rolling, because that's what's going to mean something. I mean, I can learn all the shortcuts and stuff later, but I mean, I have a lot to learn. So I will be back to hang out here. I know you'll be happy about that.
Oh yeah. Come down, have some Cuban coffee. And
there you. Oh, that's right. The Cuban coffee as well. Yeah.
And smoke cigars. And so, just close your eyes and you think you're in my country.
There you go. So you just relax, have fun, and enjoy your cigars. Rolled by Rosa and Vicente. Well, we hope to see you out at Crush and Roll with Frank Mir, but if not, we're so happy to have you there. We'll have Rosa there rolling, and if you've never seen a Cuban roller come and roll, it's rolled for 45 years. Oh my goch, it's awesome.
Yeah, well, she started the Cohibas.
Yeah, right, she was in the Cohiba factory.
Yes. Yeah. And a place called El Laguito.
Laguito?
El Laguito.
Oh, El Laguito?
El Laguito, yeah.
So someday we'd like to make a trip to
but
Cuba.
Everything changes, not the same.
I know.
When I was there, you know, the factory moved. Romeo and Juliet is not there.
Yeah.
They moved it, and
it's a lot of difference.
If every Cuban listen to this, they understand.
Yeah, they know.
They know what we went through.
Yeah. Well, hopefully someday that will change and it'll get better, and you can go back and visit if you want.
No, I don't want to go back.
But anyways, okay, thank you very much, Vicente. And so we'll be back in a few minutes with Josh.
Now,
and
can I finish my cigar?
Oh, you could have smoked your cigar while we're here. Anyways, thank you very much, and we'll be back with Josh to let you know what's happening on the business side of Don Vicente Cigars.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So here we are again at Don Vicente Cigar Shop, and I told you we'd be back later with Josh because we talked about him before. We talked about you before, sorry.
That feels special.
Anyway, so this is Josh from Josh Biggers from Don Vicente Cigar Shop, and he's actually come in. How long ago did you come in?
About 6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago. So it was really nice because about that time they were building the humidor and they were kind of starting to expand the business a little bit. And so what we're going to talk to you about, Josh, today is we just kind of want to talk about, we have already talked about Don Vicente and his heritage and how he'd like to continue that. And that's the part of the business he's got passion about. And can you just take us through a little bit, maybe how you got started with Vicente, and then like ideas that you have and where you see the company going?
Well, I originally met Vicente a couple years back and became a huge fan of his cigars. I mean, as you already know, he makes some excellent cigars, some of the best cigars on the market.
Yeah.
And the problem I noticed was that nobody had ever heard of his product before. So I noticed that he didn't really do anything outside his little circle as far as for advertising or anything like that, getting the word out. And so I proposed to Vince about 6 months ago that I could come on, help him out with his social media, with his Facebook, through his Instagram.
So you're talking about cigar rolling events?
Cigar rolling events, the product in general, rebrand his product so it was more modern.
Right.
So more people would recognize his product.
Yeah, and that's kind of what our story is here today about, this little gem in this destination city that everybody comes to. Everybody in the world comes to Las Vegas, so it's not just limited to the U.S. or California or Nevada or what, I mean, you guys attract people from all over the world, and now what you're doing, which is I think awesome, is you're now giving Vicente a way to reach out to all those people, whether they're here or not. If they come here and visit, or they've never been here before, but they'd like to order the cigars, you have the ability to getting those cigars to them, no matter where they're at.
Correct. Being located in Las Vegas Boulevard is a huge marketing benefit for us. Not only that, but being across the street from Pawn Stars.
Right, yeah, and 3 blocks from downtown at Fremont Street.
There's a lot of foot traffic. So one area that he was missing out on was being able to reach out to those people after they initially came in the shop and exposed to his products. And now, through social media and through our online business, we're able to facilitate those customers being continued customers from now till forever, hopefully.
If someone comes here to visit Vicente's, cigar shop from watching this video or one of the interviews that we've done, we love for you to say, hey, I heard it on docstogiefresh.info.
Absolutely.
It was the podcast about, with Josh and Don Vicente. And then that way we can kind of follow, where people are coming from, because it's always fun for us to know, who their people are and where they're coming from, and return customers. And so what are some of your other ideas? Like you have a new website?
Correct. We have a new website. It's Don Vicente Cigars, INTL.com.
Okay.
And INTL being for international, obviously that's kind of our new marketing push, is to reach outside of just the small area we were constrained to before.
Okay.
And so I think international represents that well. We're working on rebranding all the product now, make it a little more modern. We still want to keep the old school Cuban feel,
right? But
we want to kind of try to appeal to a little more broad of an audience.
Right.
One thing we are definitely not changing is the old school taste and feel of the cigars.
Absolutely.
Because those have to remain the same.
Absolutely.
So we're making a big push on that. We really want to push brand recognition right now.
So, okay, so I kind of got a little glimpse of the website. So kind of describe the website for us as like what the abilities will be for, like for me, if I log on to your site, what am I going to be able to do? Am I going to be able to order cigars? Or
Absolutely. You can go on our website right now. You can get a basic information on any of the cigars. You'll be able to contact us if you have any questions. You can order all the Don Vicente product. There's also an option there for you to download your artwork if you want custom labels.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Custom orders.
So I can just go online and order online.
Absolutely.
I don't have to like email you or anything. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if there's something special you want, you can email me.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That's one of the things that's nice about us manufacturing here in the U.S. is we can cater to anything. We do weekly specials. Okay. I just randomly pick whatever cigar's been selling well, and I usually throw a discount on once a week just to kind of reward our regular customers. I'm working on getting new packaging for all of our 5-packs, for our boxes, for everything. But
that's great.
Currently, your options on the website are a single, a 5-pack, a box of 24, in some cases a 20 on the 60s.
Okay.
And then a bundle of 50.
Oh, wow. And so I understand, yeah, you have new packaging, because we were looking at that the other night, and you and Max have worked together to get the labels done and everything. And he's not had that before, right? I mean,
no, he has not.
No, he's shipped in what, bags or
plastic
something?
bags,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, yeah. So this is awesome, you know. So
it's
he'll
big
have
changes.
Yeah, so he'll have a box, he'll have a label on his box, and are you changing the bands up at all?
We are. We're completely redesigning the bands
are?
to fit our new international brand.
Yeah.
We're also one of the few cigar companies that ship entirely with Boveda. Some of the bigger companies do that. I think it's a big thing for a small company.
Right.
And Boveda obviously guarantees freshness during shipping.
Yeah. We're really looking forward to the changes and the expansion and the advances that you guys are making at Don Vicente's, and like we talked about, you know, keeping the old tradition, you know.
Correct.
Are you going to keep the same, you know, face with the cigars?
Absolutely. I think that's already iconic
okay.
for the people that are fans of Don Vicente.
And that's what you were talking about last night. You want to have an iconic, you know, kind of like something like a Nike. Or you look at it and go, hey, that's Don Vicente Cigars.
That is our goal.
And we talked about it. It takes time, you know. But it's things like this where Doc, you know, gives you an opportunity to get out there and talk about it. And now that people have kind of seen you, they've seen Vicente, they've met Rosa before. So I think that I think it's wonderful that we were able to reach out to all the people we can, especially through, you know, Doc with StogieFresh.info. And so we wanted to do this segment because I wanted to kind of give back to Don Vicente, because he's been so gracious to let me come and learn and sit with Rosa, and you know, and I've got a lot to learn, but I'll be back. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy coming here. You guys are great. I think you've got some great concepts coming up, and I'm just looking forward to watching it all grow and just see where we are like in another year, you know.
Well, thank you. We love having you.
Yeah. So Josh, again, with Don Vicente Cigars International. Okay. And thank you again. I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll do this again in a year, and we can just say where we've been and what's going on.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much. Thank you.